Fair remuneration is provided to the employees so that they get motivated and work effectively and efficiently. So positive motivation lead for the increased output. Negative motivation is going to reduce the performance of individuals, that is subordinates. What is this psychological needs? It is a basic need of the individuals to survive in the environment. Motivation is also considered as a key element for the personnel management. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Mr. Hemant Kumar from the Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Aid College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. This is session 3 of Unit 4, that is Directing, of the subject Principles and Practice of Management for first semester BBA students. This is the agenda of today's session. We are going with the concept of motivation. So here under the concept of motivation, we are going with the meaning and definition of motivation, theories of motivation, that is Maslow's hierarchy of need theory, Herzberg two-factor theory of motivation, and McGeorge theory X and theory Y. These are the various aspects that we are going through in today's session. Motivation. What is this motivation? A motivation is an internal perception of the individual. It is a psychological perception of an individual which is going to build a belongingness towards the organization in the minds of the individuals so that they get motivated, work effectively and efficiently for the accomplishment of the objectives. So who is the one who is going to motivate employees? Superiors, managers, or the leaders. So they are the one who are going to motivate the employees. Their intention of motivation is getting the things done through the efforts of others. So to get the things from them, the managers, they are going to motivate employees, right? So if a motivated employee give best contribution for the organization based on his creativity, and also he like profession and he become professional by performing the same task again and again, and hence it is a kind of a internal perception. Motivation is important factor which encourage persons to give their best performance. So it is a kind of a encouragement that is made by a superiors to its subordinates, for which they are going to give the best contribution. So the subordinates, they must give their best contribution for the organization, and it is going to benefit to reach out the goals of the organization, right? So what is the main intention of motivation? It is going to benefit for the reaching the objectives of organization. So here there are two kinds of motivation. First one is positive motivation. Second one is negative motivation. So this positive motivation leads the employee to increase the output of the organization, right? So it is going to explore the output of the individuals, which is the contribution that is given by the employees to the organization. When it comes in terms of a negative motivation, this negative motivation going to reduce their performance. Whose performance? The employees' performance. So positive motivation lead for the increased output. Negative motivation is going to reduce the performance of individuals, that is subordinates. This motivation is also considered as a key element for the personnel management. So here they are going to manage the personnels, that is individuals of the organization or the subordinates, right? Here they are going to use a tool of motivation to get the things done by the efforts of the subordinates, right? So here further we are going to study 3 theories of motivation that is contributed by a management thinkers. Further we are going with 3 theories of management which is contributed by management thinkers. Definition of motivation. According to Burleson and Steiner, a motivation is an interstate that energizes actions or moves and directs or channels behavior goals. Definition of motivation. So according to Burleson and Steiner, a motive is an inner state. So a motivation is an inner state. As I said, a motivation is a inner or a internal perception. It is a psychological perception that is in the minds of the individuals that energize activities. So the motivation, it is going to build, it is going to develop the activities of the individuals. Means they get motivated, they are going to give higher productivity. So it is a kind of a energy building activity or energy building tool in the minds of the individuals. Moves and directs. So it is going to move towards the success of the organization, and also it is going to give the right direction, right time for the right person, or channelizes the behavior of individual towards the goal of organization. So what it is going to do, it is going to channelize. So one individual behavior is not similar to the other individual behavior, right? So it is going to channelize the all different behavior towards the success of the organization. That is motivation. Theories of motivation. So motivation is a state of mind filled with energy and enthusiasm. So it is a state of mind which is filled with energy and enthusiasm. If an employee get motivated, so it is a state of a mind which is going to build in their minds the enthusiasm of work, the energy that it's generated for the accomplishment of objectives, which drives a person to work in certain way to achieve desired goals. What is the main intention of motivation? To achieve a desired goals of the organization, or to achieve a specified goal that is assigned by a superiors to the individuals. Motivation theory is a way of looking at motivation. So it is a way, it is a pathway to utilize a tool of motivation. So, and also it is developed to know how the motivational factors it is going to influence the behavior of the individuals, how actually it is going to perform in an organization. Means there are some factors which is going to influence or motivate the individuals, so that the individuals get motivated, they work effectively and efficiently, whether it is for personal and professional reasons. So an individual can get motivated for two kinds of reason. One is personal reason and another one is professional reason. What is a personal reason? So just because of the motivation, they keep on working effectively and efficiently. So by performing the same work again and again, a kind of a internal personality had built in the individuals, right? So they get expertised by performing the same work again and again, right? Internal qualities, internal sense of knowledge is built in the individuals. That is nothing but the personal development. So personally they get developed in terms of the performance, in terms of efficiency, in terms of effectiveness, and it lead for the individual for their monetary or non-monetary benefits or the performance appraisal that is given by the organization. It is a kind of a development of a individual personality. Professional development. So for the professional reason. So what is this professionalism? Means they are going to build a professionalism in the minds of the individuals. Like they must be very honest to the organization. They must work very effectively. There is an opportunity for exhibiting the talents. So they are going to recognize the talents, right? So if the individual, they consider their professional, means they become professional in their profession, just because of the reason they get expertised out of the profession. So hence there are two factors that is going to influence. One is the personal factors and another one is the professional factor. In terms of professional, so as we know, when they are developed personally, the individual get developed personally, so they become professional, right? So they become expertised by doing same work again and again, and in the same way a knowledge, a sense of humor that is built in the individuals, so they get expertised by doing the same work again and again, and hence they become professional. Okay, so it is beneficial for the organization, this professionalism, this personal development. It is going to benefit the individual for the performance appraisal, for the increment in their benefits, right? So it is going to benefit the organization in two ways. One is personal development and another one is professional development. In today's session, we are going through three theories of motivation. Theory number one, it is Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory, which is propounded by Maslow. So he had given an approach of 5 factors where it is going to motivate the employees. 5 motivating factors. Okay. Theory number 2, Husberg 2-factor theory. Theory number 3, George theory X and theory Y. Right? So we are going with theories of motivation. Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory. So this Maslow's hierarchy of need theory is propounded by Maslow. Okay, so it is a contribution that is given by a Maslow, the theory of motivation to the management, and in the same way here Maslow is given the hierarchy of needs. So there is a hierarchy of need that is required to the employees of the organization. If we satisfy that hierarchy of needs, that is 5 hierarchy of needs to the employees, they are going to work much effectively and efficiently. It is a kind of motivation. If we fulfill the needs, they are going to work effectively and efficiently. See, for an example, if we give the salary, it is like if we provide a salary to the employees, they are going to work effectively and efficiently. They are going to give back the reward as a work that they are going to put towards the effort. They are going to show their loyalty by putting the efforts to the organization. In the same way, if we satisfy the hierarchical needs of the individual, right? So if we fulfill the needs of hierarchy of the individual, right? So they are going to work effectively and efficiently. It is a kind of motivation. So which are all the 5 factors or 5 need that is required to motivate the employees? First one is physiological need, safety need, social need, esteem and self-actualization need. These are the 5 needs that is required to the employees to get motivated, right? So all the theories that we are going to study from the top end to the bottom, but in this theory we are going to study this theory from the bottom to the top, right? So firstly we are going with the physiological needs. Which are all the physiological needs? These physiological needs are the basic requirement of the individual, where if the individual basic needs are fulfilled, they are going to work effectively and efficiently to the organization, right? So to satisfy the basic needs like food, fodder and shelter, right? So it is food, housing and clothing and a sufficient sleep that is required to the employees. So instead of nothing, there is something to them. That is a basic requirement that is required to the individual. Second one is safety needs. So these safety needs are protection from threats. Means after fulfilling the basic requirement, that is a physiological requirement, that is a basic requirement, he is moved towards the fulfillment of a safety need. Okay, so he want a security in his life, he want a stability and he want a freedom. So it is a second need of individual. After fulfilling the second requirement, he moved towards social needs. What is this social need? A need for association, affiliation and a friendship and love. So means he need a good friendship, good environment, good association, and also all the things that is going to happen surrounding him had to be happen in a very good way, right? So that is social requirement of an individual, that is love, affection, approval, friendship and association. These are the social needs of the individual. So this social needs can be satisfied only after fulfilling the safety needs. He can move towards social needs. After fulfilling all the social need, the next need is esteem need. It is a fourth need of the individual. Okay, so this esteem need is nothing but a need for respect and recognition. Means after fulfilling a social need, that is, it may be a friendship, it may be a love, it may be a affection in the society, right? So he is going to expect something else, right? So that is the esteem need. Esteem need is a kind of a recognition he do have in a society, he do have in an organization. So means in terms of organization, what happens? So he will going to expect the recognition. So it may be accomplishment, respect or attention or appreciation. So he is going to expect the appreciation, he is going to expect the attention of the superiors, right? So it is a kind of recognition that the individual it is required. This state is only happen only after the fulfillment of the social needs of the individual. And the last and the final need is a self-esteem need. It is a fifth need that is required to the individuals of the organization. This self-actualization need is a higher level need. It can happen only after the fulfillment of all the 4 needs. It is a physiological need, So safety needs, social needs and ST needs. After the fulfillment of all these needs, he can move towards the self-actualization need. Means in terms of a self-actualization need, he doesn't have any problem in his life. He doesn't have any barrier in his future, right? So all the things that is going to happen is very good to the organization. Whatever the thing that is going to happen, it is very good for the employees. It is a higher level need where the human being can aspire, right? So it is a highest degree of a need, means all the needs will be fulfilled. There is no need further to be fulfilled. That is a higher level or the top end need, that is self-actualization need. This self-actualization need consists of self-fulfillment, growth learning and morality. So these are all the contents that is required to the self-actualization need. So in terms of organization, what happens? So if an employee as a fresher, he enters the organization, he doesn't have anything, he doesn't have any skill, he doesn't have any knowledge about the work, just he do have a qualification or eligibility criteria, right? So they are going to facilitate in the organization the basic requirement, that is food, fodder and shelter, that is a psychological need. If they provide a psychological need, if there is a basic requirement that is fulfilled for the employees, so they may able to work in the organization, right, at the beginning stage. So after fulfilling all the basic or the physiological requirement of the individuals, they move towards, they are going to expect the safety needs. So in terms of safety needs, they are going to expect the job security in the organization, and also they are going to expect the freedom in the organization, right? So job security, freedom. After fulfilling the safety need, he moved towards social needs. Okay, so social need means it is a sense of love, affection or a friendship that he used to maintain inside the organization. Means there must be a good working environment. If the good working environment is there, so he can work much effectively and efficiently. It is a requirement, that is a social need. Fourth one is esteem need. So as soon as the affection, a good environment is created in the organization, he is going to expect some recognition in the organization, performance appraisal in the organization, and also he is going to expect the reward for the contribution that he had made to the organization in the fourth state. Okay, so after fulfilling all the fourth requirement, that may be the recognition, that may be the performance appraisal that is given by the organization to the individual, the fourth state is self-actualization, right? So it is a fourth state. After fulfilling all the requirement, okay, he is going to reach the fourth level, that is a fourth stage of a satisfaction. Okay, so it is a higher peak stage of a satisfaction. So there is no more need that is required to be satisfied in the minds of the individual. Okay, so it is going to means fourth level, he is going to expect the self-fulfillment, growth learning and morality. So he is going to learn about the growth and the future of the organization and personal development that he is supposed to make in the organization, and also he doesn't have any requirements in future. So he is in the end stage. This is the first theory of motivation that is given by Maslow. This is theory 2 of motivation, that is Herzberg two-factor theory, which is propounded by Herzberg. He is going to highlight two factors, that is hygiene factors and motivational factors. In real life, what happens if there is a need for the individual, that is dissatisfaction? Okay, if we fulfill that need, the employees get satisfied, right? So in real life, that is going to happen. But according to two-factor theory, these things doesn't work. Means dissatisfaction is not the opposite of satisfaction. Means if there is a dissatisfied employee, if there is a need for the employee, if we fulfill the need to the employee, he cannot get satisfied by satisfying the need. Hence, we can reduce the dissatisfaction level. If an employee get dissatisfied, so if we fulfill his need, we can reduce the dissatisfaction level, but we cannot satisfy him. Only we can minimize the dissatisfaction level according to this theory. But here, according to motivation, so if we provide the requirement, if we satisfy the requirement, he get motivated and work effectively and efficiently for the accomplishment of objectives. These are the two factors that we are going to learn in today's session. So there are certain factors, that is hygiene factor. When it comes in terms of a salary, that is a pay that is provided, that is given by the organization to the employees. Fair remuneration is provided to the employees so that they get motivated and work effectively and efficiently. Fringe benefit, these are the extra benefit that is provided by the organization. Working condition, there must be good working condition to the employees so that they can work effectively and efficiently. Interpersonal relationship, there must be good relationship among the workforce, means this good relationship benefit in doing the work effective and efficiency. Like if there is a good relationship in the workforce, there will be a proper communication, there will be a proper teamwork, there will be proper way of reaching the goal effectively. Policies and rules. So there must be a tailored policies and rules. Means whatever the rules and regulations of the organization, we can tailor it as per the situation, as per the condition, as per the project. As per situation, condition and project, we can tailor the things. Supervisor qualities. So he must be benefited by the great supervisor, means a good quality of a supervisor. So he must be there for all the things for the organization. Means he must be benefited by providing a best qualitative supervisor so that he can extract the quality of work among the subordinates. The motivational factors, growth and promotion. So there must be a growth for the individual, means there must be performance appraisal, there must be a recognition of talents, we have to recognize the efforts of the individual. So growth and promotion. So there must be a performance appraisal and also the appreciation that we must give for the individuals to get work done effectively and efficiently. It is a kind of a motivation that we are going to satisfy employee. Recognition, there must be a recognition, reputation for the individuals for their work. Means they are going to do hard work, they are going to give their contribution to the organization. We have to recognize their efforts and we have to give reward for their efforts that they put towards the organization. Responsibility. So authority and responsibility, whatever the things that the organization is going to authorize to them, so they are responsible for the work that they had authorized with, right? So there is no authority without responsibility, there is no responsibility without authority. So we are supposed to give both what? Authority and responsibility. What happens if a employee, he get only authority without responsibility, he may misuse the opportunity or he may misuse the organization. Personal growth. So there must be a personal development within the individual regarding the skills and knowledge. It may be regarding the workforce, it may be the working condition, or it may be regarding the personal development. Meaningfulness of work. So there must be a meaningfulness of the work that is done by the individual. Means they are going to recognize the work and they have to be appreciated for the work that they are going to do, the meaningful work that they are going to do for the organization. This is third theory of motivation, that is George theory X and theory Y. These are the two factors that we are going to study in this theory. Theory X and theory Y was first explained by George in his book The Human Side of Enterprise. So he had mentioned about theory X and theory Y in his book, that is The Human Side of Enterprise. Okay, so these two factors refers to two styles of management, that is authoritarian and participative. So it is a authoritarian kind of a leadership, it is a participative kind of a leadership or a managing way. So how these things is going to work in the organization? Theory X. So managers who accept this theory believe that you feel that your team members dislike their work, have little motivation, need to be watched every minute, and are incredible of being accountable for their work. Okay. So according to this theory, if a person or an individual, he doesn't like his work, he doesn't love his work, what happens? He find a way for escapism, right? So he doesn't work hardly, he doesn't give his contribution, and in the same way he doesn't like his profession. Okay, so what the managers have to do, he must focus on a particular person, means he need to be watched every movement, means he must watch every movement, every action of the individual, so that how they are going to perform in the organization, and are incapable of being accountable for the work that is done by them. So they are not at all capable of the work that they are going to accomplish in the organization, avoid responsibilities and avoid work whenever possible. So they won't take any kind of the responsibilities, they are going to avoid the work. Then you are likely to use an authoritarian style of management. So in terms of this kind of the mindset of the individual, the manager must use the authoritarian kind of management. According to McGeorge approach, that is hands-on and usually involve micromanaging people work to ensure that it get done properly. So there are a number of micromanaging people, they are going to work towards the organization to get the work done, accomplished effectively and efficiently. So according to this theory X, manager is going to use his skill to recognize the talents of the individual. Means it is a mindset of a manager, that is negativity. Theory X means it is a negativity, means there is a negative perception in the minds of the manager. So the employee, he may find a way for escapism. A employee, he may doesn't work effectively and efficiently. A employee, we are supposed to complete focus on the individual so that to take the work effectively and efficiently. According to theory X, means it is like a negative aspect of the individual. According to theory Y, it is a positive aspect of the individual. Means in the minds of the manager there is a positive aspect according to this theory, means positive perspective about the individuals. Managers who accept this theory believe that if the individuals that they are going to willing to work without supervision, take pride in their work, see it as a challenge. So who doesn't wish to supervise his work, they are going to take the work as a challenge and they are going to accomplish the objectives. They are going to consider it as a challenge and want to achieve more, and their mindset is to achieve more. But these things does not happen in theory X. Means they find a way for escapism, means they won't work effectively, means they find like each and every work must be monitored, right? They can direct their own efforts to ownership. So they are going to direct their own efforts to ownership of their work and do it effectively by themselves. Okay, so they are going to do each and every work by considering like sense of belongingness is created in their minds and they are going to work effectively and efficiently. These managers use a decentralized participative management style. So they are going to decentralize the management style. So literally what actually the theory X and what actually the theory Y is about. So this theory X is about, it is a negative perspective in the minds of a manager. If an individual, they won't work effectively, they won't work efficiently, they are going to find a way for escapism, means they won't put their efforts, means there is no innovation, there is no contribution from the individual, right? So the manager, he is working with them in all the ways. He is going to supervise them for the accomplishment of the objectives in terms of theory X. Okay, so here in theory Y, a manager, he doesn't take more risk in the theory. If a manager follow theory Y, so he doesn't take any risk in the organization, means he is going to disclose all the authority and responsibility in the hands of the individuals, but the individuals, they are going to perform the activity effectively and efficiently without wasting time. They are going to give their best contribution to the organization. And in the same way, if there is someone who is going to watch him, if there is someone who is not going to watch him, so they are going to do their work effectively and efficiently, and hence they are going to keep on giving the contribution to the management. Okay, according to theory Y. Theory X is about a negative aspect, theory Y is about a positive aspect. The leader, he use a centralized way in theory X, but a leader, he use a decentralized way in theory Y. Centralized way, all the power in the hands of a leader. Whatever the instruction that the leader he is going to give must be followed by a team members. But in theory Y, all the authority and responsibility is given or disclosed for the team members so that they can give their own contribution. They have an opportunity to give their own contribution to the organization. In next session, we are going with the concept of leadership, meaning and definition of leadership, and also difference between leadership and management, and also the characteristics of a good leader. These are the things that we are going to study in next session. Thank you.